Hello my amazing sexy mofos, this is your boy Venomy here. I really do hope you're all okay and having an amazing day so far. In today's video I am back with another Fallout 76 video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you multiple locations where you can find a power armor chassis. I figured this would be incredibly helpful to the newer players, or just a power armor collector that's got loads and loads of sets of power armor that might need another chassis. Now before we start, if you are new around here and like what you see, then please do subscribe to join this amazing sexy family. But now let's jump straight into this. Okay, now the first location is at Blackwater Mine. A load of you are going to be familiar with this location. It's right by White Springs. Also, I will quickly say, this is going to be a guide for how to find power armor chassis in no particular order. It's going to be locations all across the map, multiple spots that I myself go to if I ever need a power armor chassis. There will be a link in the description of where you can find even more power armor chassis on a Fallout 76 map. So if any of these spots don't work for you, or if you don't like them, then at least you can find your own spot and hopefully it works a little bit better for you. So, the first power armor chassis, Blackwater Mine, right in this little shed here. The next spot, New River Gorge Bridge, west side. Now you will need to go to Camden to get the key to actually open this door. There's a locked door right underneath the actual bridge. It cannot be pick locked. You actually do need the key. When you go inside, this is a great little room. You got loads of resources in here. You will have a power armor chassis, a radar one with a fusion core, as well as sugar bombs. For the next location, I think this is, I'm not going to count because I'm definitely going to lose count. This spot is right by the crater, right outside of the crater. In fact, it's another Raider chassis. Show you on the map real quick where we are, just right outside the crater. Free fast travel point as well, super easy to farm. For the next spot, which is incredibly close by, you can find another T-Series power armor chassis right at Black Bear Lodge. If you go in the shed and it's not here, don't panic, don't freak out, just server hop and I promise you, you will find it. Now the next spot, Grafton Dam, Super Mutant Central. It is an orgy of super mutants at this location. There are so goddamn many of them here, but do not worry about it. If you've got a railway rifle like myself, you can just flatten them. Then if you come inside the shed at the back, you should see it's a T60 right on the power armor stand, the power station right there. For the next one, Aaronhold Homestead, top left side of the map. Now I will say this one didn't spawn for me in this video, but I will show you the location regardless, because in your session the power armor chassis may spawn, or someone may have took it in my world. There's many factors. Remember, Fallout 76 is all about RNG. A lot of luck is involved, especially if you've been, for example, trying to get maybe an EPR mod, an Enclave plasma rifle mod, or an Asylum dress. You definitely know what I'm talking about when I say RNG. But in this shed, right at this power armor stand, you can usually find a power armor chassis right there. Next location, right by Cranberry Bog, Quarry X3. Now you will have a queen here to deal with if you do disturb her. You can just go wide and go around. That's exactly what I did. I did disturb her, and she does pop out of the water, but she doesn't aggro to me, so she just goes back into the water. But if you go right over here to the opposite side, you can sometimes have a power armor chassis spawn right on the ground right there. Sometimes it spawns, remember RNG, sometimes it will be there, sometimes it won't. Drop site V9, where Scorch Queen happens, where the Scorch Beast Queen happens, right in this little bunker. as always, I'm sure multiple of you have seen this chassis before. It's usually always in this corner right there. For the next location, WV Lumber, top left side of the map again. If you come into the first 2-story warehouse, right on the bottom on the left, you'll see 2 power armor stands. Both of these can have a power armor chassis here. Obviously, right now for my luck, there's none there at the moment. Now, Mama's food processing factory, you can have an event happen here. If you spawn here, just immediately turn around and you'll see a garage, a barn. Inside it is bugged to hell. There is wires, there's bombs everywhere, just be very careful in here. But if you go to the back of the room, you will once again find another power armor chassis. If you want to obviously take the fusion core, because this is great for farming fusion cores. The next location we're at is mid left, Silver Homestead. If you come to this location, sometimes an event can spawn here, Project Beanstalk, if you're into trying to get some rare outfits. But if you come to this location, there's a barn at the back of this area. Inside can sometimes have a power armor chassis. It will be at the back right if you're going into the actual warehouse, barn, whatever you would like to call it. But right at this power armor stand, there'd usually be one. Now, the next location, Wade Airport. You actually have 2 here, one on the north side of the airport and one on the south side. Now, in the back of this truck, you can sometimes have a power armor chassis. It will just be stood there. And directly on the opposite side of this airport, you can also find another in the hangar. For the next location, if you come to where One Violent Night happens, the event, the house there in the basement, you will need to picklock the door, but there is another power armor chassis there. Now, for the next location, the event, Test Your Metal, where that happens at the Metal Dome. If you come here, this power armor chassis can also have one as well. For this location, that's also nearby, this is called Hopewell Cave. You'll see a bus here, the second you fast travel here. If you come inside the bus, you can find a Raider power armor chassis as well. Make sure you take the fusion core, super important. Hopewell Cave right there, super near each other. For another location, at Radiation Rumble, Emmett Mountain Disposal Site, you can also find another power armor chassis in here. You can also get an extra fusion core here too, because a fusion core generator right over there can have a fusion core in it as well. Now, for the next location, you are gonna have to kill a ton of Blood Eagles, but once again, it's a guaranteed power armor chassis. This one usually never fails me. There's usually always a power armor chassis here. Raider one, of course. Once again, take the fusion core, super important. Just quickly open up my map now and just show you guys where it is, at Ripper Alley, right outside West Tech. Now, this location here is at Huntersville. Right behind this shed, you can find another power armor chassis. Do be careful though, there is a lot of super mutants in that town. For this location, if you come to Solomon's Pond, you can also find a T-51 power armor chassis right outside White Springs. Super easy to get to, right near Ripper Alley, outside West Tech as well, so it is easily done. For the next location, you're going to want to come to Lucky Hole Mine. If you've ever done a copper run or anything like that, you'll know exactly where this location is, right at the bottom of the map. If you come inside, once again, there will be another power armor chassis. It's behind this locked door. You do have to unlock the door to get out, but it's a guaranteed power armor chassis right at Lucky Hole Mine, right there. For this location, Fort Defiance, you're going to want to come to the 4th floor. Then if you look at these power armor stands, you can bag yourself another T-Series power armor chassis. You do have to come here for a quest and an event anyway, so trust me, you will come here occasionally. For the next location, you may come here for an event. It's to do with the Blue Ridge Caravan Company, where you gotta escort the Brahmin through the tunnel. Right by those power armor stands, you can also get another one. Now this location is in Cranberry Bog. You can get a T-45 power armor chassis right here. Very little things defending it, it's just a couple of robots. You can easily just mow them down like I am right now with this handmade. It doesn't take very long, it's about 3 or 4 gutsies, but if you do clear them all out, you can bag yourself another. It's right here at Survey Camp Alpha in Cranberry Bog. Now for the last location, Lost Home, you can also bag yourself a T-51 power armor chassis right at Cranberry Bog, right below Watoga. Very easy to get to. Now before I take up any more of your time, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Remember, in the description there will be a link to find many more power armor chassis, just in case this video doesn't quite cut it for you. Honestly, give these locations a chance, so you'll easily grab another power armor chassis, I promise you. But I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I really do hope you're all okay and having an amazing day so far. If you have enjoyed anything you've seen, then please do drop a like on the video, it really does help me out a lot. And if you are new around here, please do subscribe to join this amazing sexy family. But I love every single one of you, and I'll see you all in the next video.